Oh, hello. Welcome to stream. You felt my disturbance in the force. Respect not only wins, but also has the #1 XP badge. No big deal. How are you? Hey, Kage. Intentionally lost says, but is it though? Yes. This is the stream you've been waiting for. This is gonna be the best stream of your goddamn life. Okay? Not okay, I'm telling you, that's how it is. Respect says it's dark, but I can see the happy trail. Well, at least we have the important things. Kage says, the hell is he doing? I was connecting with the Force, Kage. Respect says, I love the mystery. Scott Allen says, hello in the dark, dark Kyle. I have been busy, but you are often thought of. Thank you, Scott. Hope all is well. Love and respect. Have a blessed evening. You too, sir. You too. It's good to see you, Scott. I'll be reaching out through the Force to you and yours. Immediately after that, Respect says, I'm a loyal bull. Oh, I love you guys. All right, let's talk. I like the hood, but it is hot. Oh, it's too hot for shirts. Okay, good. Good. How do we, I kind of like this for a little bit. Can you hear me? Can you hear everything? The forbidden popsicle. The lightsaber. Trying to turn it red. How long will you be streaming tonight? Not sure. Maybe hour and a half, 2 hours? We'll see. I usually forget and don't watch the clock. Respect says loading, loading, loading. Pure Technique. The Force is strong with this one. Very strong. Oh, it's Pure Technique. Happy belated birthday. How was your birthday? It's glitching in the Matrix, I think. Gustav says sensual. You don't know the half of it, honestly. KP says, good evening, Kyle. Good evening, KP. I got in on the tail end of that statement and heard happy trail. Is that what you splash on a woman's back? Well, Jarvis, look up happy trail, dictionary. Priority 1. Respect says now it's working. I'm getting a lot of buffering. Oh, I'm sorry. Never under pressure. Says it's Kyle. It is. Hello again. You're all mine. Careful, I might singe your chest hair, sir. But that's the reason you watch, right? Gustavus is handsome. Thank you. See, I would have just chopped right through myself. Pure Technique says, it was good, Brother Bear, and thank you for asking. Whoa. Jam says, hi, Jam. Kage says, okay, I'm going to be streaming again at 11. I think that's my go-to time to stream because I got a bed at 12 starting today. Oh, Kage got #1. Oh, shit. Poncho says, you're gay. Well, you know what? Now you're double gay, okay? Forever. As if you could have it any other way. KP says, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope everyone's doing well. Me too. Okay, if you need some force healing, all right? You need me to look into the future? Let me know. Jam says, hi, Respect and Kage. Respect says, I know you want it because of the glitch, Kage. Ooh. Pancho, I don't know what J Cat is. Okay, you've seen my tiger's claw? All right. Respect says, hi, Jam. Kage says, hi, chicken. Jam says, I'm called Jam. Thanks, though. Hi. Tell him, girl. Mascour says, Allah, is that? Allah, yeah. I am not Allah. But maybe I'm part of your path there to finding him. Dr. Wang, what's up? Dude, people been asking about you. And not for the extensions. Just for you. Okay? How you doing, Kyle? I'm doing good, Dr. Wang. Thank you. I'm doing very good. Things are moving for me. Kage says, I was on Bedrock Minecraft, now I'm on Java. Defensive, prefer Java. I'm gonna be honest, Kage, I have no idea what that means. Okay. Jazz Camp says, hi, I have a question. What's your favorite crayon flavor? Blue, obviously. Obviously, it's blue. Okay, blue raspberry. Jam says, Kage, what do you stream? I'll let Kage introduce it, but I will say that I have seen the stream. You will farm ender pearls for me. Dr. Wang said did a long move, so I haven't been on. Oh, damn. How'd the move go? Or is it going? Moves are crazy, dude. I like short moves. Very nice. Highly recommended. Kage says, I stream Minecraft. That's the only game I have, and that makes my PC sound like a plane. I wonder though if it's just like everything causes it to sound like a plane, because mine will kind of like if it's hot. Respect says Wang. Crusader 5124. Could you wish happy birthday to my uncle Gay Bitch? He just turned 57 and is a big fan of yours. Well, Gay Bitch, I love you, okay? Happy birthday. Dr. Wang says, just got done and 1,000-mile one. Fuck. Is that for work? Is that for... Did you retire? Kage says, actually, that's what I'm doing right now. What are you doing here? Jam says, hi, I feel you there, Kage. I will follow and try and catch your streams. Oos. Respect says, sorry if I missed anything jumping back and forth here. It's okay, Respect. It's okay. You're always welcome to jump in and out. Okay, gates open for you. Kage says, thanks, Jam. KP says, did you sleep okay after the scary story stream? Yes. Yes. I didn't have to do any laundry for my sheets. I slept very well. I'm starting to have strange dreams, chat. What was my dream last night? God. I was talking to somebody. Was it you? Were you talking to me in your dreams? You have to tell me, legally. You have to. Okay, I don't really know how to dream walk, but sometimes you do accidentally. How did you sleep? Shit! How did you sleep, Kage? Tell me. I have not. Oh, Jam. Okay, I can't be mad at you because I also didn't do my homework, but did you do your homework on your birthright destiny, Jam? The floating heads? That's your Jedi homework, you know that. I've actually been so fucking busy until today. Today is the day everything changes. I would fuck myself up with a lightsaber so bad. I just know that, like, it'd be too cool. You just gotta promise me one thing. If you see lightsaber burns on a bank vault, no, you didn't. Okay? No, you didn't. Okay? If you see someone stealing food, no, you didn't. And you did not see those lightsaber burns. Okay? Oh, chat. It's warm, How are we doing? It's Tuesday. It's the longest work day of the week. Because at least Monday you're fresh, Let's do some lighting. Fuck! Let's do some lighting. Play. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Warm. Too much, too much, too much. This is fun for me. All right? And you can't swipe away. Can't. Okay? You have to watch. Actually, you know what else I have? Gotta be gentle, my back hurts today. Okay. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. Listen. Listen. Are you listening? It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to change the mood of the music because this is crazy. Boo. 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 Sorry, I forget I'm mic'd up. Not this one. We always start with this one. This one. Shit. Ooh. I wish I retired, but by the ocean now for fishing. Ooh. Kage says, I'm AFK farming interpools. Damn. Already? Kage says, also, I won't have my phone on Sundays. I'll be cleaning most of the house. Then I'll get it back. Well, all right. Staying on top of those chores. Jam says, somehow with the cloak, you look like Moist Critical. Okay, Jam, because you're one of the Jedi Council, I'm going to let you decide if that's your vote. Dr. Wang, so how's the extension working out for you, Kyle? I seen a guy limping around. I wondered if he were a victim of the Wang extension. Well, victim is, kind of a loaded word there. All right. I like to think purveyor. What else? I'm trying to not hit anything and think. But all the blood's running to my extension. You know what I mean? Yoda says, you will be a Jedi. I'm making you be a Jedi. Jam says, haha, no, I didn't. It means talking to my mom, and I'm okay on that this week. All full up of horse shit, huh? Respect says, free consults available. Book yours today with Dr. Wang. Bilbo says, who wins in a fight, Gandalf the White or Count Dooku? I mean, Dooku is one of the most renowned duelists in Star Wars canon. So, Gandalf has magic, but a lot of it's like environmental and stuff. Dooku can just straight up like snap the staff in half. Here's the thing, I'm biased, but I think the Force supersedes most things. So that and a lightsaber, he's fucked. I give it to Dooku, hands down. I'm gonna bring you up a little bit. This message is held for review. Oh, Dr. Wang says, thanks, respect. That earns you a free inch. It's a great marketing program. Jam says, it's hotter than a witch's tit here in Hawaii. Yeah, I'm too warm. I have a fan going. I don't know if it's interfering with the sound at all, but hopefully not. Kyle wins. Oh, Donald. Eric says, I could do a lot of things if I had some money. Yeah. Yes. As could I, my friend. I will do many things. Okay. We're a little washed out. That's okay. We'll get some, well. There we go. Some lean beef patty pose or something. Jesus. This thing's enormous. Donald Duck says, Obi Stud Kenobi, has entered the building. He clearly cannot see in the dark. I do not need my eyes to see. ZCV says he forever makes me want him all day, all night. Intentionally lost his lightsaber burlesque. That's what I'm talking about. It washes out too hard. I dance harder, but my it's hurting, so I gotta be gentle. Am I on the council? Of course you are, Master Respect. Of course. Jam says, nah, I'll vote for Dr. Hodgkins from Bones. I want that one to gain some traction. Well, good. Oh, shit. Hold on. Nothing's wrong, Jam. Relax. Jam. Jam. Relax. Okay? We're tracking it. Shit. We do need some traction. Okay. I can't see for shit in the dark, clearly. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta turn my lightsaber off. Mom said I can't in the house. Okay. Hodgkins. From Bones. Still on the board. Thank you, Jam. So considerate. I love the metagaming. Oh, how's everyone doing? Anything new? Any more crazy adoptions on the farm, Jam? Your respect, but... Donald Duck says, looks more like a bard or druid. I can be a few things. Intentionally Lost says, the way you move reminds me of Voldo. What a reference. Holy shit. Oh my God. Holy shit. Intentionally Lost. Mwah. That's so great. Oh, I love Voldo. He's one of my favorite characters. Oh, fuck the lightsaber. The Force makes a lightsaber insignificant. I can't see shit. Okay. We gotta find a place for Voldo. Oh, place for Voldo. Okay. Let's see. Fuck. All right. We really don't have room. Where would Voldo? That's sort of a Voldo place, right? I like that. This does sound like some character selection menu music, doesn't it? Holy shit. What a reference. What a reference. Respect says, thank you, Dr. Wang. I'm happy with my small size, though. Oh, respect. Come on. Come on. Chop says, hey, are you going to eat that? The lightsaber? I'm saving it for later. It's got to cool off a bit before I can eat a 10,000 degree lava beam. Donald Duck says, Lawrence from Arabia mixed with bald Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. Where's the board? It's over there. It's fine. Bilbo says, who wins in a fight between Yoda and Sauron in human form? I mean, Yoda's one of the, like, here's the other thing about Yoda. Hold on. I gotta go hood up for this. Master Yoda is one of the most accomplished duelists in the galaxy. Partially because he's almost 1,000 years old. Yoda has mastered all forms of lightsaber combat, and he chooses the acrobatic one because it's like, it requires you to be a master. Donald Duck says, you can smell the fear, Sensei. Kage says, okay, I went live early, but I'm still on the stream. Kage, focus on your stream, brother. Please, don't worry about me. I appreciate it, but you're making your way, you know? I want you to put all of your your energy in doing that. I mean, I love to have you here, of course. Bilbo says, your voice sounds like a tad like Owen Wilson mixed with Sam Rockwell. Wow. Jam says, it's like you know I'm an overly anxious person and need to reassure me that I haven't done anything wrong. Appreciate it. Jam. Jam, you are an infinitely powerful being of the Force. Okay? Coco says, Kyle, it's my Friday. Holy shit, really? Interesting. Well, that's nice. What do you got going on? While I do some, it's not my main work, but my secondary work that no one can know about, I'm just going to keep doing this. I have to listen to a lot of stuff. So I started up an old Knights of the Old Republic 2 game. That'll be my on the side for 10 minutes at a time adventure. Jam says, yes, someone dropped off a mynah bird who has a sideways leg and a crooked beak. Oh, he's also too young to eat on his own. So I've been collecting and hand feeding him worms. Oh. I'll post a video eventually, but he's still getting used to his new home. Oh, what a baby. Jam says, oh God, and there's another little Frenchie dog who's blind and deaf. Its owner died, and he was left on a balcony in the sun, so he's super lethargic and sunburned. Oh. I had a cool bath earlier. Oh, they're just babies. Donald Duck says, why is the bearded Krillin guy always missing on the whiteboard? Oh, he's there. Krillin's there. Bearded Krillin guy is second. Is that your vote, Donald? And I named the bird Beaky. Oh, and the name is Tater. Oh, that's so nice. I wish I was a puppy named Tater. Donald Duck says, Yoda's wrinkles were created allegedly from pictures of Einstein. Weird. Coco says, drinking, cavorting, howling at the moon. Nelly Mango says, Kyle, I'm back. And your front. They're both here. How are you? I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. How are you? How's your Tuesday? Is it still Tuesday where you're at? Beer Technique says, I love you, Mary Jane. Mary Jane, how I love you. I'm not saying I don't. Why do you think the lightsaber's green? Nelly says it's great. That is great. I love to hear that. Jam says, cool thing about mynah birds is they can learn to speak like crows or parrots. I'm excited to teach Beaky some fun phrases. Ooh. Okay, first phrase, I'm a little baby. Okay, second phrase, I'm a chicken nugget. Oh. That's what I would teach my little bird. I'm a chicken nugget. Nelly says, first day of school tomorrow. You will excel in all your academics for the rest of your life. It's a great song, Rick James. Green for nerd, green for Jedi Consular, okay? Padawan, show me your braid. You've been braiding your braid? Jam says, okay, I will teach him. Oh. I love baby birds. I love birds, okay? I can't stress enough. My Instagram feed is 90% cockatiels, conures, and that's pretty much it. And then, like, you know, some muscular people, so. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with how cute that is. Sideways leg. You have drama 6th period? I love drama. Oh, good. I was a drama kid. Jam says, birds are pretty goddamn amazing, especially the baby birds. Oh. When they don't get no feathers, they're so cute. My bird would say, who's there? Get out. Sometimes you can't choose. They just, you know, that's another reason why I couldn't have a bird, because it would pick up me like bitching about something, and that it would say that for 25 fucking years, you know, and I can't have that, okay? I can't, you will not remember the things I shouted. Coco says, I've transcended the braid. The power of the dark side graced me with glorious flowing hair. Mmm.
Remember, may the force be with you.
This is my saber. You're gay. Respect says, did I ever tell you I have a pair of green wing macaws? No, I don't think you did. Oh my God. Jam says, what? That's so cool. Tell me more, Respect. Also, BRB, someone's here. Dropping off more birds. Respect says, my birds laugh when you trip or drop stuff. They're very smart. That's so cute. I like smart birds. Do they dance? That's my favorite. I like when they dance. Coco says, prismatic lightsaber. I have ascended beyond light or dark side. Okay? I have become one with the universal force. Okay? Dark side, light side, it's all human horse shit. Okay? I am one with the force, and the force is one with me. Pure Technique says, oh, or I would play samurai movies in Japanese. So he would sound like an angry samurai. That's dope. That's sick. Bilbo says, the Archangel Lucifer versus Han Solo and Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon. I'm going Lucifer. Okay. Han and Chewie get too much plot armor. Chewbacca's awesome. Okay. I think his life debt is honestly wasted on Han. Wow, it's a bald guy again. Show us your kung fu. Okay. All right, hold on. That is my kung fu. Okay, Aline, you know what, Aline? You know what? You want to see my kung fu? Ew, piss color lightsaber? No, piss. You know what? Ellie, you're gay now, okay? Respect says, they dance and try and act cheeky when you have food. They scream profanity when they don't get their way. Oh, just like me. Oh, that sounds just like me. Nelly says, Kyle, what was your favorite play musical they were doing? Oh, Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck. It was dope. I basically just got to be my penultimate self and speak in iambic pentameter. Tensho, you recognize it, Bilbo. Ah. Student of the old ways. Jam says, that's so awesome, Respect. LOL. W your birds. Yeah, double W your birds, okay? That's so dope, Respect. What a dope life. Coco says, I miss drinking margaritas with you. Good times. And I miss subtly affecting your psychology with the Force, okay? Making you gayer and gayer with each pass. Okay? Aline says, you like Mini-Me. I like Mini-Me, or I am like Mini-Me. You have to speak your spells specifically. Respect says, I'll change my pick to them now. Jam says, yes. Mad Acoustic says, did you see the movie 300? Think you could pull off a Xerxes look? Fuck yeah, I could. Fuck yeah. I'd be the bald. Oh, Meg! I'm sorry, Meg. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, you caught me off guard. I didn't sense you in the force. Welcome, Meg. Oops. You got me all flustered, Meg. Yeah, I could pull off Xerxes. Fucking carried on a litter. Fucking jewelry. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Leonidas, it would be foolish to fight me and my army. Megaroni says, hey, hey, hey. Hi, Meg. Matakusa says, nah, stick with Myrrh. Okay. All right. Joey Josh Badu, 420. Nice. Said, I tried to make an album one time. The record company told me that someone yelling curse words for 30 straight minutes wasn't a CD. I don't know about that. Mike says, that's my man. I'm not going to argue with you, but there are going to be people in the comments that do. Nelly says, got to go. Love you, Kai. Love you. Bilbo. Bilbo Theodore Baggins, okay? Put that one together. We learned Gojudu in the Shire from Barleyman Butterbur. The Barleyman from Butterbur. Sinner says, how many likes for you sit on that thing? He said thing, but I have creative license here. I already did. You know what? You remind me of Dr. Evil's Mini-Me. Okay. I think we've gotten that before, so let me check. One moment. God damn it, lightsaber. This is so funky. I gotta star this one. Okay, sorry. I'm easily distracted. The eddies in the force flow like a tidal wave through me. Okay, Mini. No? What? You can't, what? Okay. We're gonna have to go bonus board for this. All right? God, my back hurts so much. Well, and my back is like way overblown from the hip flexor exercise from yesterday's leg workout. Okay, because it's attached in the low back, the psoas. Okay, blah blah blah. My back hurts. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Let's go here. There we go. Equal with Hodgins or Hodgkins? Come here. Coco says, I mean, I've started asking people the zombie camp question and referring to most people as me. You had quite an effect on me psychologically. Good. Good. It's all part of your training. Okay? You must master both sides of the Force, Coco. It will be difficult. Ms. Meg says, I'm so sorry I haven't been around. Missed you. Meg, I missed you. Loving the mic. Don't be sorry, okay? I understand that people have things that they must do, right? Lives beyond the stream, okay? It's okay. I'm always with you in the Force, Meg. Respect says, wow, Meg, you've been missing. We almost filed a missing lady report for you. Hope we get a good joke today. We were lamenting this as a collective, Meg. Okay? Donald Duck says, in 300 there was a bald guy, the traitor who can't hold a shield. One of my favorite emojis. Intentionally Lost says, I just realized that's pretty close to my mom's house coat. Cuddle Duds. Oh. Well, you know, sometimes when you need to walk amongst the catwalks of Coruscant, okay, you're going to have to blend in. The Sith robe stands out pretty hard. Bilbo says, Sanchin Tensho Sanseru Seipai Saifa were brought through a portal from Okinawa to Middle Earth. Holy dog shit, that's crazy. Seipai and Saifa, huh? God. Of those, Seipai is my favorite. Which one do you draw the most strength from, Bilbo? Donald Duck says, leopard print in Hermosas for our Kyle. Your king commends it. Jam says, I gotta go harvest more worms for my newest child before it gets dark. I will still be listening though. Oh, little baby. It's Hodgins. Oh, I like Hodgkins better. I'll change it, okay. The crybaby is me says, hello, I have your DoorDash. Please come to the front door. You will not require a tip. CCV says, why are you so delicious? It's hard, you know? High midi-chlorine count, I think. Bruce Lee also joined the Fellowship, but shit himself when he saw the Uruk-hai. Well, you know. Oh, are these birds? Let me see these birds. Let me see these birds. Oh. Oh. Little baby birds. Do you do jihad? Well, I mean, it depends, Ken. For what? It's very vague. Intentionally Lost says, crumping Voldo cosplay when? Oh. I don't know if I can crump except in extreme, I don't even know if extreme slow motion. I don't know. It's so much rib displacement and like swirling the spine or the rib cage around the pelvis, you're like separately too. Oh, Kyle, why don't you just make like a more locking style thing? Because I'm a grimy style dancer, okay? I'm more aggressive. I lose control. That's the whole problem. I start crumping and then I get into it and I throw my back in. Every time. Every single time. But I love it. Voldo cosplay would be dope though. Oh man, that's a Halloween costume. But I think we're trying to go max sexy for Halloween. I'm assuming, right? So definitely keep that on the list, though. Okay. Do you guys want to take the zombie test? Coco mentioned the zombie test. It is a very important test. Actually, that I would very much like to hear the council's answers on. Sounds like it's more like cramping these days. Bangarang, intentionally lost. That was sick. God, you're on fire. Okay. Okay. Here's the apocalypse test. Oh, okay, hold on. Bilbo Baggins says, I also like Seipai, but win a kata competition in New York City with 2000 with Sanseru. Interesting. I always feel like Sanseru is like kind of basic, you know? Like, I don't know, it's just that section is cool, but it repeats so much, you know? And then it's like a kind of a short kata. Coil, uncoil, spiral, vortex. This man knows. Sanchin and Tensho had a lot of good information. Shisochin is another one of my favorites. Seiyunchin are good too. Train that spiral vortex. Yeah. Yeah. Shisochin is another one of my, it's like, Seisan, Seipai, Shisochin Kururunfa. I mean, Seiyunchin's really good too. God. I won team kata with Seiyunchin my last year competition at the black belt. I think we got gold. Very cool. Kururunfa is good. Nice. I love it. They're unique, you know, the ones I chose. Anyway, okay. Here's the apocalypse test, okay? And this is, you can be on the Jedi Council, but if you fail this test, you cannot be on Apocalypse team, okay? They'll train everything. So, this is very important, okay? Your answers, this is a test, okay? It's the apocalypse. Hold on. Hold on. It's the apocalypse. You, the individual, are the leader of a small band of survivors holed up in a small makeshift fortress. You have been there for the better part of 3 weeks. You have, let's say, 15 to 20 people in your group. You are the king or queen. Actually, you're all queen. You're all the queens, okay? You're the queen of your apocalypse fortress. You have 3 months of food and medical supplies. That's the setup. This music does not match at all. One day, a man approaches the junkyard wall of your fortress that you have created. He's carrying an infant. That man is barely hobbling along. He has a broken leg. Who are you? You ask. He says, I am injured. My leg is broken. And my child has not eaten since yesterday. What do you do? This is an open-ended essay form question, and I expect your answers right here, okay? All right, you are the queen of the apocalypse fortress. Someone shows up. They say, I am injured, I have an infant. Please let me in. I need medical attention and shelter. What do you do? That's the apocalypse test, okay? Go ahead and write in the comments. Why can't this be a lightsaber and I be happy to see you? Huh? Why? What? Oh, you guys. Meg, what have you been up to? Are you making enormous cakes? Or decorating them? Man, what else? Super Rinpei was good. Tencho was good. Here's the thing, Bilbo. My Goju sensei never taught me Tensho. Okay? I begged for it. And I got through my black belt test without knowing Tensho. Okay? I knew a bunch of other stuff. You know, we did weapons and things like that, but and I asked for like 2 years and they wouldn't teach it to me. So I went and fucking learned it in 20 minutes from Higaonna himself. Okay? So I was very upset. Anyway. Sometimes you have to take your training into your own hands. It's not easy. You must be discerning. Y'all better be typing your answers to the apocalypse test, okay? Because I'm not telling you my answer until you give me yours. You will give me your apocalypse test answers. You will take a screenshot mentally. My bare chest will be burned into your memory forever. Is it working? Jam says the child is eating all the worms. La, 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 la. The prophecy will continue as planned then. Ooh, I want to feed a baby bird some worms. They're so freaking cute. Oh, I want a bird to love me and always want to be with me. Intentionally says, I missed half of it checking out Kage's stream. Oh, what'd you think? How's the performance? There was a lot of stuttering when I checked it out. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. Hold on. Shit. Now, hold on. Oh, shit. Cramp. That is such a Kyle move to cramp up flexing. Oh my god, so yeah, thank you. Yes. Jam says chickens are super cool pets. Way lower maintenance, in my opinion, compared to even small parrots like conures or cockatiels. Oh yeah, well, they both require attention constantly, and if you don't, they get psychologically fucked up. So, yeah. Chickens just kind of do their own thing, right? You know, they're kind of on autopilot. They're just jamming. LOL, good point. We had a pug growing up, and it had been in an abusive home before us, and so she misbehaved constantly. I want a pigeon, really intentionally, like Mike Tyson. But she was just too high maintenance, and you know, it was crazy. She was very cute, though. Aw, Jam. Some chickens, if you raise them from babies, are like companions. Ooh. One of mine follows us everywhere and jumps up on our arm. Oh, that's so cute. That's what I want. Make them kiss. They do stick their tongues on stuff. I've seen a lot of birds just sort of like tongue things. Because they're weird sometimes, you know, because they're so smart. They're just goofy. They goof off. It's very cute. Sometimes I visit the birds at this pet shop near my place, and it's very sad because the birds are very nice. And nobody's buying the birds because they're so expensive. They're so fucking expensive. James says, Conyers love the tongue things. They're so funny. Intentionally says, I only want a disabled bird. Oh, why? Because there's a lot of them and people don't want them. I've been working my ass off, okay? Meg, I'm gonna need a patch-up job because this cake is straight up falling off. You know what I mean? Been working so hard. It's okay. The labors are nearly complete. And it's for good things. Jam says, you understand intentionally. My blind hen, for example, is my favorite being on the planet. Oh. She's just a baby dinosaur. She doesn't know she's blind. Does she? I kind of wish she doesn't know. Oh, I love birds so much. I can't get over it. I do the baby talk when I'm alone on Instagram right now. And that is reflexive. Okay? I cannot not do the voice when there's a little tiny baby. Intentionally says if it can fly, it feels sad keeping it inside, but if it's disabled, I won't feel bad. Oh, no, Jam. She went blind as a teen. I think she knows. But she's a happy baby. Oh, that's nice. Intentionally says I get a blind duck. Chickens are a lot. Ducks are funny. Weird, you know. But funny. God damn. I had a crippled duck who couldn't walk. Both legs were backwards. Damn. I named her Foie. I still miss her so much. Girl duck. Okay, yeah. Smart. I believe if I know my ducks, which I don't, not as colorful, right? Not as much like green, fluorescent, and shit like that. But fewer curly fries. Okay. Mallards are great because they're smaller. Captain Caveman says, I just ate duck. They pretty good. I've eaten duck too. Muscovies can be a bit much. I don't even know what that is. Did I look that up? I might have. My memory's so bad, Jam. This isn't a bad shot. Good face profile. See the cheekbones, you know, here. I'm trying to set up a photo shoot very soon. So Jam says they're the big white ducks. The males have red lumps on their face. Intentionally says, sorry, that blind duck isn't pretty. What is NTY? Pretty isn't everything. That's true. Sometimes babies don't know what they look like, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be an ugly baby. It's okay. Darth Liberace. No, thank you. Ooh, maybe I could do like buff Jedi. It's hot. I might take the robe off, to be honest with you guys. Imagine if you look like that duck. You would want someone to love you. I mean, probably. I hate to make assumptions for the baby birds because they got bird brains. You know, sometimes they can't know. Sometimes they can't know because they're just babies. Okay, nothing's their fault because they're babies. Jam says, sorry, I'm high and like 2 glasses of wine in my night. I can shut up. Jam, why? You don't know what my brain's like. You don't know what's going on. Okay? Indiana Bones, my guy, what's up? Brother. Oh, we had to move Indiana Bones off the main board. It's okay, Jam. I can't encourage it, you know what I mean? Indiana Bones. Let me check the totals on that because I know this is number 3. How are you doing, Boxer? Ooh. Okay. 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 Can you see? Okay. Different from Hodgins. Okay. Indiana Bones. 6 votes. God damn, I always do this. I set it up and then you don't see me do the drawing, which is the whole thing. Indiana Bones, 6. How you doing, Boxer? It's not Friday. To my unbelievably massive dismay. Okay. Should we do a pose? I don't know if I can pose. I'm gonna cramp. I'm good, bro. Good. Jam says, Kyle, what genre of music do you listen to the most? It would be a mix of like dancey, poppy stuff probably, and probably metal. Some of my top bands are Unleash the Archers, Symphony X, Protest the Hero, Primus isn't metal. What am I thinking of? God. Jam, you're not the only one, okay? So, forgive me. 2 for Andrew Tate again. Okay, thank you, Kage. Kage took time away from his stream to vote Tate. And Midnight joined in. Well, that's going to put us at 1770. We're getting close to the modern era. Thank you. I love when people exercise their voting rights. 1770. I added some votes from the very, very early streams where we did not have the board. So everything is totally up to date now. I like this. The song's very fast. Okay? Do you understand? Jam says metal, hell yeah. I don't even know any of those bands. I'm gonna have to check them out. They're pretty good. I'm trying to think. I can't use my phone to look at the other, because I can't remember band names. Fuck. I'm gonna make a list and I'll get back to you. Okay. It's my favorite size of reggae. Ooh. Reggae's just a little like slow for me. I'm just turned up to a higher frequency, I think. Kage says, yeah, all I'm doing is fishing currently. I'll email you and we can share playlists. Yes, Jan. Because we can only listen to YouTube audio library music. Okay? I want to dance so bad my back hurts. God, story of my fucking life, I only do reggae when I'm feeling really chill. Like right now. Look at me wearing shin coverings. Okay? Because I'm a prude little Jedi. Come here. Only disabled birds. Respect says, I pray for food, water, shelter, guidance, and protection for everyone on this beautiful planet. Good night, everyone. Aw, good night, Respect. I know we're going pretty late. Jam says, nah, I'm about to play League and throw on my heaviest playlist once stream's over. Ooh. Good night, respect. Good night, respect. Mwah. The year is 2003. Kyle has a full head of hair and a puka shell necklace. He gets home, excited to play Soul Calibur 2. Something about that wiggle scissor man, something about him speaks to his blood. Something calls to him. It's warm as hell, so I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna just use this. Oh, I forget I'm mic'd up. I'm sorry. It's probably right in your ears. I'm so sorry. I've been seeing a lot of Saitama edits recently. Oh, it's coming back into popularity. God, 2003. Okay. 2003. 2003, I was almost or maybe just getting into like Kill Switch Engage, Lamb of God. Linkin Park preceded that briefly. Green Day. Kage says, although the most recent season's absolute trash. Really? That sucks when they knock it out of the park and then they fail to. Buys and tries. Mad King, have you ever dealt with an addiction before? Oh, yes. I smoked. It's the reason everyone sees my teeth are this color. It was crazy hard. And I'm like Mr. Discipline, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. Do you need tips? Do you want to talk about it? We've talked about it before on stream, actually, a few times. Jan says, I was 8 in 2003. My parents got me the Scorpion King soundtrack. Had POD. What is that? System of a Down, Mudvayne. Ooh, good shit. Yeah, System of a Down. Very classic. Classic jam. Those are good jams, jam. Very good. Scorpion King. Oh my God, you remember that shit? Remember when Scorpion King was the height of CGI? Kage says I wasn't even born in 2003. That's, oh man. I was, man, 2003. I'm like more than double your age. Jen says, Kage, I didn't even know the show was still going. Crazy how they always go downhill. Yeah, they do it right, and then they get like too excited and they want to change what made it good. You know, it drives me bonkers. Intentionally says, dude, my mom and the fucking Linkin Park and Jay-Z. Jam says, we're unks, Kyle, just accept it. Oh, I fully accept it, you know? I am one with the unk. Like I says, where were you when the Twin Towers fell? I was in shop class, wood shop. We rolled a couple TVs together. It was wild. Buys and tries. Okay, talking shop. Do you have any tips for getting over an unhealthy habit? Do you recommend quitting cold turkey or weaning off for changing the behavioral loop? Really depends, buys and tries, on what we're talking about, right? Because some things are more powerful than others, right? And some things are also more accessible than others. So there's a couple ways you can do it, right? One way, cold turkey, okay? Benefits. It's immediate. You get to the good stuff as fast as possible. It's the best for you health and mental wise. Cons, it's extremely difficult, okay? So in my experience, if it's something like cigarettes, I'm not a person that can wean off. You know what I mean? So I had to do like cold turkey. I had to do it like 10 fucking times. But um, I just don't have good stress coping mechanisms, which is what I was using it for, right? So um, part of it is like you need to identify why you're like what you're avoiding or numbing, right? And address that. Because it's not that you want to be numb or you want to consume this thing all the time. It's that it gives you something that gets you through, right? So it honestly depends on how bad things are. Because sometimes cold turkey only really works when you've hit rock fucking bottom and you're just so fucking done with all of your own bullshit that you just are like, oh my god, I can't do this one more day. I have to change. And you make the change out of fucking spite and fury and the dark side, okay? So it really depends on the kind of person you are and what we're talking about. And if there are other coping mechanisms, you could try replacing it. You can try gum or candy or something like that. I don't know. What I would more recommend is give yourself a reason to quit beyond just like it's good for you. Because let's be honest, it's good for you is not enough. You know what I mean? In almost every case for most people. And that's just how we're wired, you know? So hold on, we got some comments. So you need to change the behavior loop, of course. You need to address the things that you are using it as an escape from as well. That's very hard to do, right? So if this were a diet, however, I would say unless you're like very, 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 you know, like your doctors are telling you this has to happen now, you know, all that stuff. Wouldn't necessarily say doing an extreme diet change is a good idea because you get the like, I can't remember what they call it. It's like the pink cloud or something where basically you get caught up in the positive benefits of committing to the lifestyle change and starting it. It's like exciting in the beginning, right? Oh, I get to eat all different foods and I will change all this stuff and it's kind of like you're learning and it's interesting. But then there comes a point after that where the novelty kind of wears off, right? And you have to maintain that through. So if it's novelty that's keeping you interested, it can be a foot in the door, but it's often not sustainable. So if it were a diet, this is how I would do it. For example, I would start switching out things slowly and plan it. It takes about 3 weeks for your like palate to change and things like that, some of your other habits to change. So every 3 weeks, I would make one change. Let's say you're drinking 5 sodas a day. I would replace one of those with a 0-calorie option. Just try it, right? Because if you go straight to the 0-calorie, maybe you can. But if you can't, it's like you need to trick your brain into it's good enough, right? Like you want chocolate, but you eat the protein bar that is chocolate flavored. Good enough, right? You hit the switch in your brain just enough. You can also weaponize this, right? If you're craving chocolate, eat something disgusting that's chocolate and you just like literally associate it with like a bad experience. How bad do you want to gaslight yourself is another question. Jam says, I was in first grade class. Oh my God. Intentionally says, we hired somebody born 2007. And I was like, cool. You were 5 when I started here. Intentionally says, a separate person we briefly had born in 2003. I thought JFK's Pew Pew and 9/11 were around the same time. Yeah, Jam, I'm right there with you. Damn, that's crazy. When I was a kid, I thought the 80s were like ancient history. Now some of my favorite songs are 25 years old. Yeah, and I still, when I think 25 years ago, I'm thinking 1980. You know, Bison Try says, thank you, bro. That's genuinely helpful. Do you find that the initial hard, intense craving period that comes in the first few weeks eventually subsides? Yes. Do the cravings eventually disappear? Yes. And here's the thing, buys and tries. You can count on this, and you can figure out, because at first, if you are physically addicted to something, there will be some physical withdrawal symptoms. If you are also or psychologically addicted, there will be some withdrawal symptoms. So you have to understand that it's going to be the hardest, probably in the first week to 10 days, right? I'm just speaking from my own guesstimations and experience, you know. The first day, you're still riding the like decision of like, fuck this, I've got it, you know? Day 1 is easy. Day 2, okay. It's like day 3 and 4 when that like the reward of making the decision of improving yourself, when that wears off chemically in your brain, literally, you know, you have to ride that out. Here's the other thing, buys and tries. You have to understand, you've been practicing giving in to the habit a lot of times. It's going to take more than the number of repetitions, the number of neural signals, the number of straight up interactions in your brain than it took to get you addicted, right? Because you have to undo all of the times that you have dug that moat in your brain that makes it so easy for everything to just fall straight into, right? The pinball goes right to the biggest fucking divot, and you have carved that one out, right? So you need to understand that you not only have to get out of the hole, you have to then climb up while filling in the hole, right? So once you get past here, you have to then make the new pattern deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So you're going to have cravings. They'll get weaker over time. So after like probably 3-4 weeks, again, if we're talking like a serious substance or something, I can't really speak to that, but after about 3 to 4 weeks, you can pretty confidently assume it's not physical anymore, right? It's here. So, and you're gonna have a bad day, right? You're gonna have a really shitty day, and you're gonna have it back in the back of your head. Maybe we just say fuck it, right? I know this from personal experience. Fuck it. Everything's terrible. Nothing matters. I'm buying another pack of smokes, right? So you have to know that that's coming, and you also have to know that you don't have to do anything, right? The impetus to move, these feelings and emotions, that is what the body uses to get us to do things, right? You get angry so that you stop someone from stealing your resources so that you can survive, right? Or threatening you, or things like that. Emotions and feelings are made to make us move, to make a decision, to take an action, right? So you have to practice resisting that call to action, and it takes practice. It is exactly like the gym, okay? So if I were at the very start of quitting smoking, the first thing I would do is try and get rid of anything in the house. But if I couldn't do that, for example, I'm sorry, I'm doing the Andrew Tate power pose. If I couldn't do that, for example, I would practice waiting 5 minutes. So every time you want to go for a smoke, or every time you want to drink a soda, every time you want to do something, you set a timer and you wait 5 minutes. And you just sit there. And then after 5 minutes, if you really need to go whatever, go do it, right? Work on pushing that time out, because once you get to a certain time, maybe it's 10, 20 minutes or something, that'll pass. Okay, your focus will shift to something else if it doesn't get the attention. If you give it attention, if you give the toddler attention, you are rewarding temper tantrums. So you have to ignore the temper tantrums. It's going to feel weird, and it will take practice. So understand that too, of like, you're not going to be good at first, and that's fine. You need to get good. And you need to build that muscle, that mental will, literally. Literally, when you feel that resistance, like, that is literally, sorry for shouting, your neurons they're stretching, trying to make that connection, right? You're almost there, okay? So the amount of resistance you feel is proportional to the amount of progress you are about to make, okay? So you got to just keep reminding yourself these things, and it's a process, okay? So if you're like, I'm giving up, I'm quitting by this date, or that, no, this is a new lifestyle you're taking up, right? So you need to slowly adjust, and if that means sneaking in, like the 0-calorie soda, and tricking yourself, literally tricking your chemistry. You can, but it takes time. As long as you continue to make attempts, you will make it. Okay, there's a finite number of attempts that you need to make before you'll be successful. So you just need to keep doing them. And that number is different for everybody, right? I don't know how deep you've dug your hole. Jam says, buys and dries, I don't think they ever fully disappear. The craving was still there for me on occasion, but it's far less frequent and intense as time goes on. It can still pop up years later, potentially, is all I'm saying. Yes. But by that time, you don't want to go down that road again. Yes. And here, like, someone on my block frequently smokes. I'll smell it, and I'm like, smells kind of nice, But the stale smell is disgusting to me. Now I'm on the side of, now I know what I smelled like, So, and I just know I'm not going to feel good. It's going to make me feel awful, right? So, Jam's exactly right. You might get of like, oh, maybe I could, But once you're that far out, it's just not even worth going through the drama of doing it all over again, too. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to spend weeks like jonesing, like I don't want to. So it's too inconvenient, and you have the power to do that when you're that far away from it. But you just got to get through. Kaga says, here recently I've been craving stuff with high calories and protein. I've been kind of disgusted by sweet foods. I don't know why. Also, I stopped streaming. PC was overheating badly. Damn, I hope you can figure that out. Straight Fighter for Life says, did you get tubby? I don't know about tubby. Let's do a little. It's the skin tone, I think, is doing a lot of the. I mean, I'm getting softer for sure. So yeah, we're a little softer right here. But we still got pretty good definition. It's going all right. I don't know if I'd call this tubby. It's bulking season. Okay? Straight Fighter for life. Chicken. Oh, Jam's already got me. It's just the lighting. Also, he was trying to bulk recently. Oh, we're still bulking. Okay, Andrew Tate, breathe air. Kyle, it's giving Andrew Tate. Yeah, you think? Hold on. I thought you've been here before. Certainly, I recognize that username. Okay, you must know the drill. In the year 1771. Oh. God, this is much better lighting. Bison Try says, really appreciate the advice, man. Thankfully, it's nothing too hard, but it's noticeably worsening my life. I do want to make a change. That's good, and that's what you need. You need to want the change more than you want to continue doing the same thing every day over and over, right? And that's part of it too, is like, I'm tired of just doing the same shit and I'm just in the same spot. You know, so that can be very motivating. Jam says, good for you, buys and tries. Yes, good for you. Quang, hello, welcome. I ate so bad today, just KFC. Quang, you're making up for lost time. Sensei Johnny Sins. Ah, Padawan Daniel, how are you? It's good to see you. So I dropped the Jedi robe because it's fucking 41,000 degrees. I am kind of saying, yes, okay, yeah, you know. You know. Here we go. Johnny Sins, 55. Very cool. How are you? How are you, Mr. Bergkamp? Jam says, I ate gas station food today. I win. Straight Fighter says, Johnny Good Deeds. Oh, yeah. You could sense my presence in the Force. Kage says, I used to love fast food. Now the thought of it's grossing me out. Well, Kage, that's good. It means your palate's changing. But here's the thing. Fast food's also gotten a lot worse. Like, the quality has gone down significantly. Even in places where it's like they were known for quality, it feels like everything's gone to shit. Baby Yoda. I have not watched The Mandalorian. I just finished Shadow Lord, Maul, with the Wisdoms. How old is Baby Yoda? Like 50? Something like that? Weird song. Kaya. Hi, Chris. I'm singing for you. I'm sorry to assume your melody. Shh.
Remember, may the force be with you.
Street Fighter barely 50 is barely legal for Yoda. But it's legal. Christ. His Baby Yoda, whose real name's Grogu, is 50 years old when he's first introduced in The Mandalorian. I was right on the money. How are you doing, handsome devil? Very good. It's been a pretty good day, actually. You know, I finished a lot of work I've been doing. I counted all the rest of the votes from before we had the board, so we're totally accurate. So, you know, it's going pretty good. He's Johnny Good Boy. Johnny be good. Johnny be a very good boy. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm hungry, though. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. It's bulking season, and I'm actually feeling hungry because I'm doing it correctly. Okay, Coco? No characters. I was wearing a Jedi robe earlier. We got the stars in the background. You can't really see, but it's hot. And my throat's good enough to do grandma, okay? Grandma's doing just fine. The problem is the wig. It's so fucking hot. Like, I can't wear a wig for more than a couple minutes, and so it's like, my robe. Yeah, you want to see it? I'll give you the full experience. Okay, hold on. That's why I'm wearing pants. You think I'd wear pants willingly? God. God. 20 points to Gryffindor if you know that reference. Okay, where's the scene with the fucking... Okay. Master Christopher, what troubles you? Grandma's so hot. Straight Fighter, honey. Come rub Grandma's bunions for her, please. Yes, the hood, yes. What do you mean? Just hanging out. What are you talking about? Kage says, okay, but honestly, a real question, are those your ribs or the muscles? It's both. I'll explain. I love explaining this. Let's break it down. So in between your ribs, sorry for mansplaining, but this is my TV show. In between the ribs, which are these, right? Rib, are intercostals. They help expand and contract your rib cage, right? So in between here, it's hard to do in the lighting. In between is the intercostal. Do you see? So there's a divot there now, and now it's raised. So it knits, the intercostals knit the rib cage into the abdominal wall to make it a solid thing, right? So these points come together. The muscle here, it's like, it feels like nothing, but it's just big enough to pop out. And then my serratus, you can kind of see, depending on the angle, there. Those are my serratus muscles, okay? So they, yeah, see, they disappear. They bring the scapula forward here. Hubby buns. I love it. Good. Honey buns. Schnickens. I don't love that one. I'm not really partial to muffin, to, you know, I don't know. But let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So ribs, those are the serratus here. God, it's hard because the shadows get cast, you know. It's in here. You ever had an intercostal massage? So nice. No. No. I need that. Like, my rib cage is like tilted this way because of the scoliosis. So like my lungs will run into my ribs in the back. Kage says, nice. Straight Fighter says, Chris, you're gay. Straight said, man, we gave a fuck for watching. Well, you know, or just very comfortable with yourself. Kage says, whatever's playing in the background sounds like the Walmart checkout line. Jam says, hi, Chris. Hi, Jam. What is this? Let's look. This is called Hanan from Jeremy Black. Actually, Jeremy Black is one of my favorite artists that's in the audio library. If you have a YouTube channel, which I know you do, Kage, Jeremy Black has a lot of good music for a lot of different genres. It's probably my most saved artist. Straight Fighter says true. Chris says, did you vote Scott? No. Okay, I got to play some League before I get too tired. Good night, Kyle and Chris and Kage and chat. Good night. I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon here myself. I've been yawning all night, so. Kage says, like, you know the sound whenever you scan a barcode in the machine and it makes that beep sound? Oh. Do you have perfect pitch, Kage? Is that another one of your powers? Oh, fucking lightsaber. Well, I'm gonna start moving things. What should I eat? What should I consume? It's late, so I don't know how meaty I want to, get. Kage says, what is that? What's what? Pasta. Ah, I have some like bucatini pasta, but I don't really have much to go with it. Hmm. I don't have like a lot of sauces or anything. The sound thing is, oh, perfect pitch. Some people just naturally have an ear that can distinguish the different like pitches. So you might hear something and be like, oh, that's an A flat or a C major. You have to learn, right? But some people have the ear that they can discern the very subtle differences. So I'm wondering if you just heard the same, it's like the same note, right, as the heep or whatever. I think it was higher than that, right? Chris has veggies. I do have veggies. I could do well. Do I have steak thawed? I don't know. Might be frozen. Maybe I'll do steak and veggies. Because I have been hitting the carbs hard, you know. So butter or olive oil? Oh, always. Oh, it depends. If I'm doing more, I'll usually go with avocado oil. Honestly, olive oil is my second choice. But I'll do butter for things like ham, sometimes potatoes, but I do sweet potatoes and avocado oil most often. Oh, yeah, I can. Well, Kage, I'm so happy for you. I have insane hearing like my mom, which is why I hate loud noises, because my ears amplify sounds more than they should. Wonder if you can get that tested and see how sensitive you are. I know they gave us like hearing tests in like elementary school, I want to say, but or maybe it was young. It had to be younger than that, right? It had to be. I am looking a little soft. A little bit. We still have the cut here. That's critical. We must maintain the line. It's getting a little soft. I don't know, but I can hear a dog whistle. Not fully, but I can't. Oh man. Whoa. I used to be able to hear like TVs that were just on with nothing on, no audio playing. Um, that'll go away over time. I mean, maybe not if your mom's still like that, but I've definitely lost. I don't know if this is true. I heard somewhere that when you hear ringing in your ears, it's like those hairs like dying off or something. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? But we like the mic, right, chat? The mic is going to save my throat so fucking much. So I hope you can still hear me. I wonder how well you can hear the music. I mean, Kage can hear it, but he's like a dog. Do you like Pop-Tarts? Kinda, yeah. I feel like the last time I had Pop-Tarts, the frosting was like as thin as fucking possible. Made me very upset. Let's see, my favorites would be like the wild berry s'mores if I'm going in that direction. I'm not big on cinnamon, personally. I mean, I'd eat it, but it's not the preferred. I saw an interesting angle of my legs that I think I need to exploit for a photo shoot. Makes them look very, very meaty. I'm not a frosting guy. I'm definitely a pie more than cake person. Growing up, I always asked for birthday pie instead of birthday cake, and it was always apple. Kage says ringing in the ears may be caused by loud noise damage, age-related hearing loss, earwax blockages, certain medicines, and jaw or neck problems. Oh, interesting. What am I going to eat? Well, I need to go figure that out before I lose my kangaroo pouch. I mean, we're still doing pretty good here. So, just trying to stay growing, you know. Sweet potato pie. That I've only had a couple times in my life. Honestly, one of the best pies I ever had was a sour cream apple pie, which when I was told what it was, I was like very skeptical. But actually, I tried it. I ate the whole fucking thing in one sitting. It was incredible. Oh, what an experience. Back when my gut was capable of handling that kind of thing. Okay. I think it's about that time, folks. Tomorrow, I'm doing personal training, so I will not be streaming. Sour cream, yeah, I know. But it's like something about it mixes with the apple and the sugar and everything else, where it like amplifies the sweetness and it gives it like an interesting tartness. It's very interesting. I've never seen it since actually. So, but it's real. Anyway, I got to do some stuff tomorrow, but I'll try and be back Thursday night. I want to do Grandma. I really, really, really want to do Grandma, but the wig's got to be sustainable, you know. So we'll get there, you know. But anyway, we got a lot of good things coming. I'm very excited. I'll Google it. Kage says, "All right, Kyle, see you next stream, or if you join mine." But anyway, see you later. Yes, appreciate it. Bison Try says in the UK, a lot of the supermarkets play a sound pitch that's only detectable by young people's ears in order to discourage loitering outside the store. Jelly, oh, Jelly, hey, where have you been? Thank you for the stream. Good night. I hope you're doing well, Jelly. Put the wig in the freezer. Kage says, hey, Jelly. Yeah, Jelly, you're on the Jedi Council too, if it wasn't clear, okay? So, all right, I expect your answers to the Apocalypse test, and hopefully we'll see you back here Thursday evening. If not, we'll be doing Saturday stream. It will just be fun. And then Sunday, we'll do the same thing. We'll do workout in the morning. Probably no workout Saturday. We'll see. And then Sunday Scaries. Okay? Anyway, I love you all, party people. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you very soon, okay? Okay, if you see me dream walking, you have to say hello. Hi, everybody. And yes, I started working with traffic, made it home around 7. Rough. I'm sorry, Jelly. I'm sorry. Bye, Chris. Bye, Kage. Jam, Meg. Respect left earlier. Okay. Dennis. Or Daniel, sorry. Okay. Good night.